So I wanted to do a video kind of giving you guys a little bit of information about doing modeling during everyday activities. So those of you that have been doing teletherapy sessions with me have been working on a little bit of this at home. We've been talking about different ways you can work it in. So one of the best ways to work in modeling is always have the board available, or a device, or whatever it is that your student is using to communicate. And what you want to do is you want to model a little bit more than where they're currently at. So if they're not using it at all, maybe you're just using one word. That's totally fine. If they are maybe giving one word utterances, then I would recommend maybe doing two. And same if you have a verbal child. If they give you a one-word answer, expand it to two. Expanding their utterance will help them understand better how they can express that. And so one of the easiest activities to start with is getting dressed in the morning. So giving your student a choice is one of the best options you can do. But even on the way to there, the transition to going into getting dressed, you could say, oh, okay, it's time to get dressed. Let's take a look at what we want to wear today. And so maybe sometimes planning ahead is important. So having the door shut so that when you get there, you can say, uh-oh, our door's shut. For us to look at our clothes, we need to open the door. And even if you come up here to the door and it's shut, you can say, oh no, the door's shut. Wait like 5 or 10 seconds with it available to them. So you could say, oh no, the door's shut. What are we gonna do? And maybe they choose open. Maybe they choose nothing, but that's okay. You'd be like, well, we need to open up the door so we can take a look. So you can then open the door and say, let's look at some different shirts. So what you would do is go in and grab one, grab, my hanger stuff. Grab two. So I have now 2 shirts. So what you can say is you can take one shirt at a time and say, okay, let's look. Do you think you might want to wear this shirt today? And their facial expression is going to tell you a lot, even if they don't use the core board. So like, maybe you're not a big animal print fan. You might be like, no. And say, oh, it looks like maybe you do not like that one. That's okay. Why don't we take a look at a different shirt? And then what you can do is bring out your other shirt and have them take a look at this shirt. My sleeves are stuck in the middle. So have them take a look and say, look at our shirt, our different shirt. What do you think? Oh, and maybe they're really excited. They're like, oh, I love that shirt so much. They don't have to tell you they love it. You can tell from their face that they love it. So you can say, oh, it looks like you like that shirt. I think we want to wear that today. So we want to wear it. You don't have to model every word you're saying. It's okay to just do one. And say, okay, now I am so glad you helped me pick out the outfit. Now let's put it on. Do you need some help? And it depends. You know if they're going to need help or not, or if they need to do it on their own. But sometimes giving them that choice, taking the time is really important. So maybe once you finish with shirts, you can say, okay, now let's look at some different pants. So you put up your shirts. and you bring out some pants. So we have a pair of black pants here. And we can say, look. And maybe they aren't really giving you a lot. Say, okay, I love how you looked at that pair. Let's look at let's look at another one, or let's go try on another one. And sometimes it's important to plan ahead, like we did with the door. I have a black pair of pants, and I have an identical black pair of pants. And so giving them the same pair of pants, they're going to look at you like, what? What's going on? And you say, oh, those look the same. I grabbed the same pair of pants. Do you want to look at something different? And by their facial expression, you say, oh, it looks like maybe you liked those. We might wear the same pants. Or you could say, oh, it looked like you did not like those. Let's try a different pair. And remembering which shirt you did pick, try to pick something that maybe you think they might like to go with that. Right now, I'm working from home a lot, so comfy pants are important. So my linen pants here. Oh, these look different. They look different. I like these pants. So you could say, oh, you like those pants? I'm so glad that you helped me pick them out. And then you say, I think we might need some more things to get dressed. Let's take a look at some more. And then you might go through the shoes, you might go into undergarments, you might go into socks, whatever it is. And then when you're finished picking out your outfit, you could say, oh my gosh, we have all the things we need. Let's put them on so we can be finished with getting dressed. And that's a great way to just like work in a few, even if you just want to pick a couple words that you're going to work on. It's something you're already doing every morning. Yes, it may take you a couple extra minutes while you're modeling, but it's well worth it. That exposure is so important for your student. Just like when students are young and we're trying to model, we're reading the books, we're talking, all that talking is giving them models because that student we're expecting to be verbal. But not every student, that's the mode of communication that they choose, and that's okay. It's okay to have a different form, but if this is the mode of communication they're going to use, this is what you need to be modeling. This is what they need exposure to. So think of it just as you're talking and trying to expose them to that vocabulary. That's exactly what you're doing here. So just taking that little bit extra time every single day is going to give them so much exposure, and they're going to be so much more likely to use it because they're going to know what that symbol means, and they're going to associate it with getting dressed. So maybe eventually they can tell you. You can put it up in front of them. They can say, oh, no, I want a different one. No, thank you. I am not wearing that cheetah print shirt today. No, thank you. But they might say, oh, I love that flower shirt. I like it. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And so it's important to take that time, and you will see results. It just takes time. And some kids, it's going to take more time than others. So be patient. Continue to give them that exposure. Continue to model. And just think about those daily activities. But this has just been kind of a little blurb about what you can do for getting dressed. Hope this helps. Bye, guys. Stay safe.